Hey guys, today I have a first impressions to share with you. As mentioned, I told you guys on Friday that I was going to do this, and here we are, barefaced, ready to try products for the first time and see if it's a total disaster or if it's a total dream, because you know what, it could go either way. So I have a few products from the new Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous collection, and they have a powder foundation. This is actually not a setting powder. I was a little mistaken about that, but we're still going to give it a go today. They have an oil-free foundation. It's supposed to be really light wearing, oil-free, lasts all day, which that is the part that we're going to see if that is true or not. It's supposed to even out your skin tone and reduce shine. So I have kind of combo skin and it's really hot out right now, so it's tending to be a little bit more on the oily side, and I'm excited to try it out. I also got the concealer, so really we have the whole collection here. All right. Let's get started. I am going to use my Monistat face primer. I've been loving using this, you guys. I mentioned that I started using this in my weird beauty tips video, and it's just like the perfect primer that does not break you out, that fills in your pores. It's great for all skin types. This is just the Monistat Chaffing Gel, super, super affordable. I had to use a primer. I thought about not using a primer, but I know my skin, and my skin freaks out when I don't use a primer, so there you have it. All right, so my shade is 120. This retails for $8.99, and I'm gonna use a dampened beauty blender to apply this. Let's hope it's the right color, because it's a little tricky at the drugstore with foundation. It's a little light, but that's okay. We can make it work. Maybe it will oxidize a little bit. It's really light coverage. It's not doing too much. It feels nice. It's weird because it's kind of thick in consistency, but it's not giving a ton of coverage. See, it's not like super, super liquidy like my NARS foundation or the MAC Face and Body is super duper liquidy. Got a little more on this side. I was getting a little carried away there. All right. The nice thing about a beauty blender is if you do apply too much product, you can just re-dampen your beauty blender and kind of shear it out and just keep bumping the sponge along your face and it will shear it out. But this is actually blending in okay, so I'm fine with it. You know, it feels really nice. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not giving me a ton of coverage. I would say it's more on the sheer to medium coverage. I wish I had gotten just one step darker. However, CoverGirl foundations have always had a tendency to oxidize on me, so we'll see if it kind of changes color a little bit, but it's not bad. It's actually not quite bad. It doesn't look overly cakey or drying or anything like that. I'm gonna do my eye makeup now, and then I'll come back to do the concealer, because that's just what we are doing. Ooh, I look really pale in the monitor. We're gonna need some bronzer. Okay. All right, we are moving on to concealer now that I have my eyes on, and I'm gonna use, I have 115 and 205 because the foundation was a little bit light for me. I'm gonna start with 205, but we'll see. And this one retails for $7.99. Also, you guys, this week at Walgreens, which is actually where I bought this stuff, it's buy one, get one half off. So you guys can get a sale. I unfortunately paid full price, but I did have coupons, so I guess it's okay. This one is oil-free as well. It says it won't clog pores. It helps conceal dark circles. That's really all it says. It helps conceal dark circles and imperfections in an instant, blends easily, lasts all day. We'll see about that. I'm actually going to Nikki Phillippi's birthday party right after this, so I'm going to be out and about and celebrating her birthday, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to check in with you guys and see if this makeup actually lasts. This is really light, so okay, good call to get a darker one because this is not dark at all. It's so weird, it looks darker in the actual packaging. Alright, as we see, I am a concealer nutcase, and I actually like to smooth on quite a bit, and then I blend it out with my beauty blender. I start with the fat side of the beauty blender and kind of blend and bump, and then I flip it around and get right in that corner. It looks a little gray. It might be too light for me. I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but we'll see how it wears. This is the powder foundation, and this is in the shade 115-120 Light Pale. This looks really dark, but maybe it will apply lighter. It looks like a shade darker than my skin, like something I would almost contour with. I'm not sure if that's picking up on camera, but let's try it out, shall we? I'm actually going to use my Velour puff to put this on. It's going on lighter. It's going on a lot lighter. Wow. Now, I'm the type of person that I actually like putting on a lot of powder, and then I just spray the heck out of my face with a setting spray to take down some of the powderiness. And then I find that I don't have to reapply, because I have the type of skin that just sucks up makeup. If I dust powder lightly just on my T-zone, which I will if I'm just doing a touch-up sometimes, but when I actually set my makeup, I like to get it everywhere. That is providing a lot of coverage. It's kind of intense. I kind of like it. I'm not sure. We'll see. All right, let's move on to the rest of my makeup. Little blush action. All right, so this is just about my finished face, and I'm gonna sneak in another first impression that actually just turned out to be a disaster, and I thought I would apply it on camera because it was just a way too like, whoa, oh my gosh moment. This is the gloss that I had such a hard time getting into. Like seriously, it was on lockdown. It was like beyond child protection safety seal for a lip gloss. It was so intense. Holy cow. Should win an award for opening this. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this shade I just put on because I was like, ooh, a pretty like long wearing nude. That will look great. Let's just take a peek at what happens with this formula. Oh my gosh. It is like, what is that? Are you seeing that? Is this picking it up on camera? It looks like I just had chapped lips all day and I have like skin balling up on my lips. Do we see this? What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, it looks like I accidentally rubbed like Vaseline and concealer on my mouth. This is just the craziest. How did this get by? Like, how did this make it on the shelves? Is what I want to know. Okay, so this is like an ultimate fail item. I totally regret purchasing this. Thank God I was only out around $3, but Wet n Wild has great lipsticks. Let's stick with the lipsticks. This one is a pass. So I'm gonna grab something else to put on. It's just so gloppy. Oh my gosh. So I am off to Valencia to celebrate Nikki Phillippi's birthday, and I'll be back much later and check in with you guys, and we will see how this holds up. So far it feels really nice. I do like the way it feels. I like the way it looks. I don't know that this is a perfect match, but so far, so good.
I am actually at Phillippi's birthday party. Mayo celebration.
Cinco de birthday.
Remember how I was talking about coming here while I was applying the foundation? Well, it's the future now. We are at the party. I haven't touched up anything. Like I haven't repowdered, I haven't reconcealed, nothing.
Blotted nothing.
I haven't blotting paper because I feel like it's starting to get a little bit oily, but I wanted to ask the fellow beauty expert opinion.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, when Tati showed up, one of the first things I thought was how great your skin looks. Like it really floored. I'm not trying to slam Covergirl, I just didn't know it was that fantastic. The color match, the way that it's sitting, it's really smooth. Like you're starting to glow a little bit, but it's very minimal. It's not, you're not oil.
Not oil. It's supposed to be oil control and like really wearing. So I'm gonna blot a little bit, which is kind of gross, but
no, I just blotted. So keep in mind it's also really hot out, so this is doing really well. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I'm kind of refreshed just from that little bit. I think. You guys, so far this is an excellent foundation for $8.99.
I feel like an infomercial. Wow, $8.99.
All right.
It's true though, you look great, like genuinely.
All right, so that is it. We're gonna continue partying at her birthday party, and I'll check in with you again at home. All right, bye.
Hey guys, so I just got back home from Nikki's party, and it is now 10:32. So it's been about 5.5, 6 hours since I first applied the makeup. The only touching up that I have done, which you guys just saw, was blotting my face. And I have to tell you guys, I really like this foundation so much. It didn't separate, it didn't move on my face, it doesn't feel heavy or sticky or weird, and it's not making my pores look bigger, it's not settling in fine lines. It does need a good touching up though. So I'm just going to touch up my concealer really quickly just to show you guys like what I would do normally if I was like in the bathroom, you know, at a party or whatever, and I just really quickly wanted to kind of brighten things up. Typically what I do is a little reconceal and powder, and then maybe a little gloss. This is not really applying the greatest on top of what is already there. So I'm not really feeling the concealer, guys. Not loving it. I have better, and I don't know, there's just something about the texture and the way it's blending out that I don't really like so much. I'm going to quickly powder my face and just get some of that shine off of there, but it's not as crazy oily as I normally am. Like normally if I was outside like that, I would be super oily. I do really like it. I give it a big thumbs up. The concealer is a pass for me. The powder is not bad. I really want to try this on its own and see how it, you know, performs just as a powder foundation, because I probably shouldn't be using this to get rid of shine and touch up my makeup. It is a little heavy, but I do like it. I don't have a problem with it at all. And that brings this video to a close. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions, and I will see you next time. Mwah!